Let's look at a few more examples here from Chapter 1. So suppose a class has 300 students and they're asked whether they always ride or drive with a seatbelt. Suppose that 30% of the students do not always wear a seatbelt. How many students is this? Well, the first thing that I want to do is convert 30% to a decimal. Now remember, to convert percents to decimals, I'm going to move 2 places to the left. So my decimal is 0.30. Now I want to find what is 30% of 300. Well, that's the same as taking 0.30 times 300. So I'm going to pull out my calculator. You can go to desmos.com. Remember, you're allowed to use that calculator. And I'm going to type in 0.3 times 300, and I get 90. So 30% of 300 was 90. So 90 students do not always wear a seatbelt. Suppose we know that in another class, 20% of the students do not always wear a seatbelt, and this is equal to 43 students. How many students are in the class? Okay, so now I know what 20% of the total is in this case. So again, the first thing I want to do is convert the percent to a decimal. Again, by moving my decimal place 2 places to the left, so I get 0.20 is a decimal. And now if you look at the example up top, my total was here, right? So we want to replicate that down here. What I have is 20% of what equals, in this case, 43 students. So I want to solve for that what. Now let me write my multiplication as a dot. Let's use a T, let's call this T for total equals 43. Well, how do I solve for T? I'm going to divide both sides by 0.2. Okay, so I need 43 divided by 0.2. I'm going to go to Desmos to do that. I'm going to go 43 divided by 0.2. I get 215. So there were a total of 215 students in that class. All right, here are a few more problems for you to try. I'd like you to try these on your own. And then if you're not sure about the answers, please contact me for help. You can also post these questions in the discussion board for class and discuss these with your classmates to compare your answers and make sure that you agree.